8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the New York Jets. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. To start the drive, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
2nd down and 8. They'll go again with Hall. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now Richardson. And Woods has it complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. This defense for the Jets, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Down inside the 10. Touchdown! Chris Godwin. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. On second down, a run with Hall. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. And that's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out, still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall shedding the tackle, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. On first down, right back to Hall. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Hall. And some run the ball now. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Hall on a give up the middle. Now the ball comes loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Richardson looking to throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They go play action with Richardson. This is caught. It's Woods. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Quick throw into the hands of Pittman. 2 yards on the pickup there. 3rd and 7 now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead. At their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Johnson to return it. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Richardson to throw off play action. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Waste of time.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Richardson looking to throw this. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Colts continue to pull away here in this 1st half. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the route is on here in this 1st half. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mecole Hardman, 83 yards. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make it 24-7.
Jets 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Check, man.
Again, it's Taylor. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
From the 29, here's a 2nd and 4. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 94 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And the Colts first down.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
This a 2nd and 8. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. He'll buy some time right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Play action. Now Richardson. Left side here. That's complete to Godwin. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
2nd down and a yard.
At the 36-yard line.
Here's Richardson to throw. He'll check this one down to Taylor. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Richardson. He'll drop this down to Taylor, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And Richardson back to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Off play action. Richardson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Chris Godwin from 10 yards out. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Jets 7. Matt Gay to kick off for the Colts.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Play action. It's Wilson. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Richardson to the air on first down. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and...
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in by Ruckert. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
A gain of 19 yards.
They'll run with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Zerline good with a PAT, and they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And just shutting him off there. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Airing it out deep for Woods. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Colts send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Hall again on 2nd down. And able to get him down the 5. And quickly they get to the line.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
Throwing is Wilson. And quickly he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal. Now Wilson. Rolling to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Down several scores or playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Gets by him at the 25, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
They run once more with Taylor. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Richardson off the play fake. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Wilson's throw here pulled in by Lazard. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the counter, it's Taylor. Nifty move. 149 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 3rd and 4. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Richardson will keep it once again. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turn.
the double. Ready, ready? Come on, set, hut, hut. Set, ready, check go. Let's go. Ready.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, we're on to Week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the New York Jets. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Now ETN to start the drive. And he'll get this out just shy of the 30. When you talk about this Jets defense, currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be number 1 and be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we really got something to talk about.
That's the challenge. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat. Complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And a loose football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Hall again. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 12.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
Now Lawrence to throw. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. You talk about this Jets defense, currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Here's 2nd and 3. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Motion man left is Kirk. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Losers in the season opener on Sunday. They get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is. And we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday game. That quick turnaround allows them to go ahead and throw the other game out, focus on the new one, and typically they play much better in game 2. So I would agree with you totally on that.
Now it's Wilson. He'll get this to Lazard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. The Jets had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time with the decision to go for it. Proves to be a good one. So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30. Motion man left is Lazard. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He finds his man complete. It's Wilson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Wilson will throw again. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lawrence on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
First down, Jaguars.
Here's the 24.
Lawrence giving to Etienne here on the option. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he is caught. Pushes past him. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now Wilson on 1st down. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Wilson. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Again, Wilson. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Nicole Hardman, 27 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Blankenship out for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Lawrence will throw. Buying time to his left. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Hardman on the return. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They go play action with Wilson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. If I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Wilson. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade American. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
At the 48-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Finds his tight end Ingram. He's into space past the 25. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
He's known for his legs and his fancy footwork, but he's not getting much of a chance to use it here. The defense continued to hold the upper hand by bringing him down on that play.
In motion right is Ridley. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley from 19 yards away. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Jaguars 21, Jets 14. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Wilson. Flushed out right. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing again here, Wilson. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll go again with Hall. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And taken down just shy of the 40.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. He completes it to Ridley. And
they're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Working with the
touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Here's 2nd and 10. ETN up the middle. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well down. Knocked it away.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10.
Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
To throw again is Wilson. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Got a man. That's Lazard. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. He got 29 yards that time. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll try to run with Hall. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
Hall again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the 1st of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Second and 10. whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. On second down, Etienne once more. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Back to throw, Lawrence. That is intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. This is 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Wilson. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow, wow. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this one away.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Lawrence. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead, that home field advantage.